Ernesto Che Guevara de la Serna, 1928–1967, was an Argentine-born Marxist revolutionary, physician, guerrilla leader, writer, and key figure in the Cuban Revolution. From his early journeys across Latin America to his pivotal role beside Fidel Castro, Che became an icon of anti-imperialism and socialist struggle. His image, Guerrillero Heroico, has since transcended geopolitics, symbolizing rebellion, revolutionary idealism, and also raising critical questions over his methods and governance. Born in Rosario, Argentina, Che grew up in a middle-class, politically leftist household. Plagued by chronic asthma, he nonetheless lived actively, pursuing both sports and medicine at the University of Buenos Aires. His life-changing travels across South America between 1951 and 1952, including the famed motorcycle diaries trip, exposed him to grinding poverty and Latin American injustice. Che's path to revolution led him to Mexico in 1954, where he met Fidel and Raúl Castro. By late 1956, he had joined the 26th of July movement and sailed with Castro's guerrillas to Cuba. Initially the group's doctor, Che's leadership in training, strategy, and battlefield conduct elevated him to comandante by mid-1957. He was instrumental in the decisive Battle of Santa Clara in December 1958, a turning point that triggered Batista's flight and set the stage for revolutionary victory. After January 1959, Che rapidly ascended to key positions. He served as president of Cuba's National Bank, 1959–1961, and Minister of Industry, 1961–1965. He oversaw agrarian reform, nationalization of banks and industry, and realigned Cuba toward the Soviet bloc. His policy emphasized moral incentives and industrialization over material rewards, while aggressively targeting counter-revolutionaries, including hundreds judicially executed at La Habana prison by 1965. Feeling marginalized in Cuban leadership, Che departed to export his FOCO-guerrilla theory elsewhere. His campaign in the Congo failed due to poor understanding of local politics and limited support. Undeterred, he moved to Bolivia in 1966 to spark revolution there. In rugged terrain with just 14 followers, Che's guerrilla force struggled to connect with farmers. U.S.-backed Bolivian forces captured and executed him on October 9, 1967. Che's execution in La Higuera was a fatal blow to his mission, but also a catalyst for myth-making. His body remained buried in secrecy until 1997, when his remains were exhumed and returned to Cuba for a grand mausoleum in Santa Clara. Alberto Cortes's 1960 photograph, Guerrillero Heroico, became emblematic. Painted, parodied, and mass-printed, it is one of the most reproduced images in history. Che features prominently in culture, statues from Cuba to New York, movies, the motorcycle diaries, music, and t-shirts testify to his mythic status. But scholars warn this iconic image may overshadow a more complicated reality: his authoritarian streak, economic missteps, and doctrinal ruthlessness.